I should be live now. And I will just wait until I see the one viewer in the corner. And I will also need your numbers. So I'll just wait for those. 37911. Okay. Okay, so 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is here. Oh, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11. What a strange reading. This is a strange one. Very strange. Do you mind me being here? I can leave or go elsewhere. Does it bother you?
I am not paying attention at all.
Okay. All right. So you're
Sorry,
No?
Unless I hear my name, I tune everything out, especially when people are doing stuff like this.
Yeah. No, I
So
just don't want to
it's-
bother you.
It's not like I do it to be rude.
No. I just don't want to be rude. So it's all good. Okay, so your first card, sorry about that. Look like that. And you have Ace of Swords, 4 Cups, Queen of Cups, 6, 7 of Pentacles, the Full Devil, High Priestess, and the Moon. This is such a interesting spread. Very, very, very strange and confusing. So basically, just give me 5 seconds to go through them and to just read them and see what they're saying here. Gosh, okay. This is really, 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 very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, because basically, if you'll notice, in these two cards, these two are rather it's slightly similar. They're telling the same story. If you'll notice, there's 2 hands, and they're both giving something. And there's a very forceful direction of like, you know what I mean? Like pushing onto you. However, these 2 cards are also very, very rather similar. They're both waiting. They're in a state of waiting. There's a slight bit of selfishness, but it comes from the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like their manner is the same. So there are 2 huge forces at work here. One is very forceful, very strong, very much kind of okay. So the Ace of Swords is usually a very masculine energy. It's very direct. It's very kind of cutting to the point. It's like my way or the highway kind of card. It's like cuts through the bullshit, doesn't stop to look anywhere else except where it needs to go. It's in a sense it is something that needs to be done. Like there's a cutting or like a something that usually needs to be done with it. Like the sun has set on this particular location. If you look in the environment, all of the colors are really drab and darker. So I mean, getting through this and pushing yourself through the area is sometimes a good thing, but overall in the cards, this part, whatever is kind of giving you that sense of urgency or that sense of like, do it now, it might not necessarily serve you exactly correctly to do things rushed. You kind of need to take a step back a little bit, and that's what the rest of the cards say. If you'll notice, this guy, he has, he keeps on being given things to him. Everything is just given and given and given and given. But if you'll notice, he's not accepting any of it. He's kind of sitting there like, I'm waiting. This is not. I'm not. I don't want this one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this one. 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 I'm waiting. It's not right yet. You know what I mean? And so maybe it seems like there's a sense of somebody kind of pushing something onto you that you're not ready to take yet. It's not really in your ability right now to really deal with it right now. It's not your responsibility, and it's not something that you can put on your plate right now. The Queen of Cups, again, with all the cups, everything's being given to you and given to you, but the Queen of Cups, if you'll notice, she's stubborn. She's very much set in her ways. She's very much a dreamer. She's very much intuitive. Very much she has what she wants. She knows exactly what she needs to have in her life. Her cup is her life. And cups are the things that we hold inside of ourselves, inside of our souls. You know what I mean? So whatever you bring into your life, it's like important. You know what I mean? You don't bring anything frivolously into your life that it doesn't serve you or it will harm you in any way. You're very much a protector of your space. You know what I mean? And you do have a firm grip on and control on that. If you'll notice, her feet are on pebbles. She's sitting on a beach. She's kind of sitting on impermanence. She doesn't have a sense of stability or solidness underneath her. You know what I mean? So there's there's a need there, there's a want there for something, but you also know that whatever is being presented for those needs and wants is not something that is going to serve you eventually or ultimately. And then this card speaks about, if you'll notice, he's been gardening, he's been tending this garden and everything like that. But the story with this card is this is not his garden. This is not his harvest. He's been doing all of the work to reap none of the benefit. But it's fine. It's a matter of dedication, it's loyalty, it's a sense of like responsibility. You know what I mean? So this person is kind of like working for somebody else, but will it won't materially benefit them, but it will give them something like a sense of satisfaction, I suppose, in the work that is done and in the skills and abilities that you basically pick up from doing the work that like for someone else. And it definitely speaks of patience. So yeah, I think somebody is really giving you some kind of a false information or a false pretense or a false like, and they're trying to push that into your perspective, but you need to kind of take a step back and just wait and just keep your eye on the situation and recognize when something is not good for you and don't do it. It's that simple. The second line, God, it's so duality. All about the duality. Again, okay. The Fool card is probably representing, your spirit, how you go through life. It's not really a bad card. It's very much adventurous, very much like the world is open to this person. But if you don't watch where you're going, and you're not aware of your surroundings, and you're not aware of everything around you, you might walk yourself right off of a cliff. You know what I mean? You have people around you that are able to kind of give you warnings or give you like the signs or the information that you need. You just need to, I suppose, get out of your head and into the actual meat and bones of the situation and look, if that makes sense. Be aware of your surroundings. And then these three cards, all three of these cards are dual cards. We got the Devil with the male and female aspects, which really talks about uh, getting in touch with your nature and getting in touch with your masculine and your feminine aspects. Like, don't abandon one for the other, because when the masculine and the feminine energies kind of get unbalanced, bad things happen. Um, and then the High Priestess, again, duality. Boris. Yeah, sure. And then the Moon, again, duality. It's so you see how there's double, double, double. Okay, Devil, getting in touch with your nature. Not, nope. There's a clash. The High Priestess, though, she's very much, again, intuitive card, very much, she has earned her spot there. If you'll notice, she's very much like the Justice and the Hierophant card, but she's different in the sense that all of the knowledge that she has gained and all of the knowledge that she has built, she built her damn self. Nobody can take it away from her, and she basically has, like, she's a hugely powerful card. Hugely powerful card. And then the Moon goes almost pretty much right beside her because she draws from the Moon for her inspiration. Obviously, there's a Moon right beside her, so it's talking about really getting in touch with your intuition, really trying to get through the bullshit with your mind. Start thinking about it. Start really, like I said, getting out of here and into the actual what is going on. You know what's going on if you just take time to look. If that makes any sense. And then for the third line, I will. Also, if you have any questions while we're doing this, you can just message me through Facebook and I'll get those while we're doing this reading. If you have any clarifying questions or if it doesn't make sense or if, blah, blah, blah. Somebody is really giving you bad information, though. They're like, it's not a pulling the wool over your eyes situation. It's not that somebody is trying to deceive you. It's more of a forceful, like, imposition of energy. Like, somebody is, like, pushing and pushing and pushing and don't let it break you down. Do not let it break you down. You can't. as important. And if you go into the intuition, you go into your guts, that's where you're going to find the strength to not lose your mind over it. You know what I mean? Okay, so these cards are so funny sometimes. Okay. Okay. That's so funny. Okay. You're not pregnant, are you? Okay, so your last row is the mother, the messenger, the moon under the high priestess, go figure, and the eye. So there's some intuition you really have to draw into, huh? There's something that your own mind is trying to tell you. And you're just, there's a message there from yourself. God, you got the moon, the high priestess. That's ridiculousness. And the fool's number is 0, which is basically the moon. There's a lot of moons in here. Maybe Brian's mooning you. Well, as far as I can tell for the advice piece of things, just again, with the intuition, really keep your eye on situations. Really kind of sit again. Like, yeah, these two cards again are rather similar too. See how he's sitting and something is being presented, but he's still not, not responding to it. Just wait. Don't take the information that is given to you at face value. Take it, put it over to the side, and think about it with your guts, if that makes sense. Because once you actually take a second look or a third or a fourth look at it, and you actually think about what the intention is, what the underlying intention is of whatever is being presented to you, and then from there, figure out if it serves you or not. I'm going to go ahead and say that this isn't serving you. Whatever this is, you need to take whatever is being presented to you, take it at face value, and really just sit and wait with it. And just kind of don't accept it, don't reject it, but wait. There's a waiting game here. And it seems like if you can wait longer than this force, it will give you more information from it. Yeah, you have to wait for it to be birthed. So that's the end of your reading. If you would like any supplementary cards or anything extra beyond that, we can definitely do that. You just got to give me a message. And this reading will be here for as long as you would like it to be. If you would like it private, just let me know. And I can change it over to a private reading. Hope you enjoyed that.